Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to West Command TV, the Tourist Mind Black Africa. Politics can be very, very interesting sometimes. And politics can be full of surprises. Politics has no permanent enemies and permanent friends. I'm saying this because of Rigathi Gachagua. For those of you who recall Rigathi Gachagua, immediately that Kenya Kwanza took over the reign of leadership of this country, Rigathi Gachagua started attacking Raila Amolo Odinga, saying that he had laid traps all over State House, from the gate to the doors, everywhere, to ensure that Raila was snapped if he dared to come closer to William Samoei Ruto. However, tables can turn. Things can change. Today, Rigathi Gachagua has two interesting scenarios. Rigathi Gachagua is marketing two very funny ideas about this country. That he wants Raila Amolo Odinga not to succeed for the African Union position so that he can contest for the presidency in this country. That is that is Rigathi Gachagua for you. That Raila does not succeed in the race to succeed the chairman of the African Union Commission so that he can be in the ballot in 2027. Number two, that even if Raila succeeds, he comes back, he resigns from the African Union, come and contest the presidency in 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, this may look like weird, but I've told you, in politics, nothing is impossible. I've always opined that these guys are cousins, political cousins, who speaks the same language. And they have nothing in conflict, actually. They have a lot in common. Very little in conflict. That's why they come together when their interest is at stake. Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua wants Raila Amolo Odinga to be on the ballot? Because I am sure many of us don't expect this. Why do you think? The following other reason why Rigathi Gachagua wants Raila Amolo Odinga to be on the ballot. Number one, Rigathi Gachagua wants to humiliate William Samoei Ruto. Rigathi Gachagua wants to revenge that you worked with Baba, I can also work with Baba. That is the first reason. He wants, because what I know is that, there's one thing about Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga is one person who changes so fast, take a different discourse, and before Kenyans knows what he's doing, already, ameponyoka nayo, ameanguka nayo. Ladies and gentlemen, the second reason why Rigathi Gachagua wants Raila Amolo Odinga on the ballot is because he hopes that he can be Raila's running mate. What do you think about that one? Raila, the presidential candidate, Rigathi Gachagua, the running mate. What do you think? Would Baba be comfortable with this? What do you think? How do you think this one would turn out? Do you think they can defeat William Samoei Ruto? Do you think they can attract votes on their side? Because that is what Gachagua wants. Number three is that Rigathi Gachagua knows very well, without Raila Amolo Odinga on the ballots, chances of William Samoei Ruto winning the second term are very, very high. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because if you look at what we have today in our country, William Samoei Ruto seems not to have a worthy opponent. At the moment, there is no worthy opponent. Because if you look at Azimio, it is completely and hopelessly divided. Azimio wako tu pale, hakuna kitu wanafanya. They're just talking, doing nothing. And for sure they don't have the numbers. Kalonzo, a man I respect so much, a man whom I would have no problem voting for. But when you look at Steve Kalonzo Musyoka, he seems to have a number of limitations. He seems not to attract people on his side. Yani, he looks like he's a third force. That is why Rigathi Gachagua wants Baba on the ballot. The other reason is that Rigathi Gachagua knows very well that he will not be Ruto's running mate. In 2027, William Samoei Ruto is going for Gladys Wanga as his running mate. But this only will happen if they will be together with Raila Amolo Odinga. Number two, William Samoei Ruto is likely to have Dede Nyoro as his running mate, hoping that he's going to have the Mount Kenya again, to attract Mount Kenya on his side. These are the options that he have. He can also have Kithure Kindiki, because it is said majority of Mount Kenya leaders want, those are UDA that is, want Kithure Kindiki. Anne Waiguru is also a potential candidate. So Rigathi Gachagua is not featuring anywhere in William Samoei Ruto's game plan. And because he has been made irrelevant, that is why he wants to hold William Samoei Ruto. That is why he wants to stop William Samoei Ruto. Hata kama ni wewe ungefanya nini? If you are Gachagua, by the way, what would you have done? The other thing, the other option that Gachagua has, other than now Raila having, because actually what Gachagua would want and what he's praying for is Raila to be on the ballot. That is his greatest player. If that one does not work, Gachagua will be on the ballot as a presidential candidate. Ladies and gentlemen, I know one thing, that many people would have problems voting for Gachagua as a presidential candidate. But politics in Kenya is very fluid. Politics in Kenya changes very, very fast. The Gachagua that you see today, people saying that they cannot vote for him, don't underrate Rigathi Gachagua. I can tell you, don't underrate Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua so far has managed to bring Mount Kenya senators on his side. Rigathi Gachagua is on the ground. I understand the other day he was in Nyeri holding meetings with MCA. You have to be on his side. This man is a bulldozer. Don't underrate him, by the way. What I know is that Rigathi Gachagua can rock out William Samoei Ruto out of the mountain. So you want to be on the ballot. If William Samoei Ruto is going to push Rigathi Gachagua out of UDA government, because most probably Gachagua will resign 6 months to the elections. When you see Gachagua resign 6 months to the election, kila kitu itakuwa imeenda. This man will be on the ballot if he resign, if what we are hearing is anything to go by. So that is the game plan of Rigathi Gachagua. But the big question is it just a political gamble? Is it going to work? Is Raila going to be on the ballot? Because I strongly believe Raila can be on the ballot. I strongly believe that. Is William Samoei Ruto going to retain Rigathi Gachagua? So that maybe, because actually doing away with Rigathi Gachagua would be very, very detrimental also to William Samoei Ruto. I don't know what you think, but what lies ahead is very, very interesting. Keep watching this video. Bye-bye.